Hi, hello. Hi, hello. My name is Julia, and I could be your erotic photographer. How you doing? I hope you're doing fine and found me and watching my video. And so today I'm gonna speak about nude art and about the budget clients. Okay, about studios who create explicit and artistic adult content. And I don't know many, so I'll speak about my studio. Okay. And then we will speak about art itself, how it is important for people. Okay. Adult art. Because it took me many years to figure it out why I need to create adult art. Okay. If I'm not in porn industry, if I'm not, how to say, selling um, this to other people, not like private clients, but doing kind of a business, I could not figure it out why it is that much important for me, why I keep continue going, why I have this passion for making adult art. Okay, some people will say, and I'm telling you, some people will say I am a freak, I am an exhibitionist, enjoying and getting satisfaction watching other people. That's why I would do it. There are there are many professions, okay, which are related with personalities and stuff. I can tell you, yesterday one guy rang me on the phone and asked me how I've started making this business and making this adult content, adult art. Because I was explaining how important is for couples to have this opportunity to have an adult adventure developed and created for them in the studio, that they could just dive in to their new experiences, try risky things, try, how to say, the things they have not done together, okay, have not done before, okay. And that with the age, when we're growing up, there is less and less adventures. I don't know if you're going to cinemas now watching the movies, maybe you're going watching spectacles and stuff, but there is the time when you need to figure it out, that the time is intimate for you and for him, or just for you, right? And this time it has to be educational, it has to be stimulating, it has to be pleasant, and it just in general develops your emotional, sexual, egoistic state. Okay, and I'm not talking about being an egoist and egoistic, but the needs, your sexual needs and your satisfaction and your happiness comes from that side. Okay, nothing you can do about this. You just want to be pleased, you just want to be satisfied. Okay, the same for women and the same for men. So nude art and making nude art is one of the ways to actually cover those needs. Okay, and I'm not saying you to go for a cheap, adventure and have a sexy shot and get a dopamine hit when you post your, sexy picture on the Instagram or somewhere else on the social media. No, I am talking about you reassuring yourself, proving yourself every day that you got this, that you are still sexy, that you are in the zone, that you are moving this forward, that you have not lost that part of you, because physical body, emotional body, spiritual body, sexual body has to be present within you, okay, to move on in life. And my studio meets people who have disconnected one or the other body from themselves, and they're trying to figure it out and find those vibrations, find that energy, and return it home. Okay, and because talk about this now, right? The most popular thing when you will develop a certain service and a certain knowledge and certain experience will reflect in a certain business, I don't know, formula, right? So you would like to, well, first, the way I've developed my erotic photography, I developed and learned it on myself, okay? Because I didn't think that I'm photogenic. I knew that I'm not ugly, right? But the pictures were happening, they're not happening for me, okay? There were a few shots which I really like myself, but there were just fewer in my life, okay? No, seriously. The majority of them I did not like myself. I basically hated, and I discovered this photography for myself mm, quite late. I've started selfies with this, not with the phone camera, with different camera, and they were quite challenging but interesting artistic discoveries. But now it is so easy that you can do it every day. You just can wake up, get breakfast, get dressed, get ready, okay? And you can just have that affirmation for yourself that you are ready for this day, okay? And that everything is on you. That not only you're wearing your clothes, okay, but you're wearing your sexuality, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this now is because it is important. If you're wearing it with you, okay, it will give you a sign of presence. By that, I mean that people will notice that you are wearing it, okay, and that you have something that they don't have, okay. The reason why I say this to you is we are so locked up and so suppressed and so preserved. Oh my gosh, that I'm talking about myself. I need to let myself go. So I have been separated and I'm still living the stupid life, you know, stupid life, unloving relationship with yourself. Okay, so my unloving relationship with my partner grow into unloving relationship with myself. And so I kind of get out of it, but I still do not allow myself to do many things. Okay. And that means this connection with other people included. The proof to that is that I kind of started dating just for that reason, that I want to develop and how to say, and discover dating world, and photography in dating is crucial. It's most of the important thing, basically. That's how we meet. We do not even read the profile if we do not like the pictures. Okay. So being aware of yourself and being sexy, actually now I notice that I even don't care how much of the guy showing off, okay, what he will show, how he will represent. If I do not see that he is not connected with himself, I do not see this part, okay, present in this profile. I understand that for him it will be much even harder to connect with someone else, okay. So the beginning is in with you, okay, not that someone will find you and give it something to you, okay, and you will benefit from someone, okay, they will bring your sexuality back. No, you actually have to sort it out yourself and go into relationship full package. No, that's true. That's true. I hope you understand this, right? The same, you have to go in a relationship with your client as a full package. Okay. That's why I was talking 10 weeks about the only part which is missing in every photographer, in every studio, in in I don't know, in any artist, okay, who is doing the same things and the same mistakes. And the reason I'm telling you this, because this morning I again received an email from a couple saying that, oh, we did the shoot in Bristol and they didn't like it. It wasn't sensual, it wasn't sexual, it wasn't intimate, it wasn't anything what how they imagine that the photographer would lead them, will drive them, what to create them. So I don't know how to explain you this, but if you at least little bit closer to IT, this was my discovery. Okay, when I've created the website, the first website, and I made the design, I've realized that the person who does design cannot do the programming of the website. Okay, these are two different people. Okay, I always thought that this is the same person. Okay, but the person who does this beauty doesn't know inside of the website, and that is true. Okay, if you find the person who does both, that's the bonus, and you should hold on to this. Okay, and that's why the photographers are the same. Okay, so what they do is they deliver a photography. I bet the photography was on point. I bet the lighting was, how to say, the same like everyone else. Okay, and they chose this lighting. Okay, I bet the setups were okay. Okay, I bet the settings what he shot on, they were also fine. Okay, so from the photography view, nothing is wrong with the image. Okay, in terms of a technical part. Okay, in terms of the technical part, is perfect. But we are not shooting trees, flowers, or rabbits. Yeah, which cannot understand what's going on, right? We're shooting people and humans, and we're shooting emotions. And especially when there is a couple's photo shoot, of course, if there is a more risky couple, they want to open up. Okay, they want to show their sexuality, they want to show their connection. And if the photographer is blocking this field, okay, and there is no flow coming out, the couple cannot present themselves. If the photographer is not challenging and do not understand what is boudoir photography and what is the client's imagination, I can tell you this. I said in my previous lessons, what the client will say is just the tip of the mountain. You need to dig deep and drag out to actually satisfy the client. And what is actually in their head, okay? You will receive, and you most of the time will be shocked because you will understand that they booked and they came for one thing, but actually they want something else to try. Actually, they fantasizing and imagining it's something else, and it is for you to guess. This signs not even visible anywhere. So I've been in this and I'm explaining to you, if people finding me and booking a photo shoot with me, they do not want a standard studio shoot. Okay, they don't, because everyone does the same thing. They want something new. They want someone to take them to a new direction. Okay, they want someone to actually take the lead and put them into uncomfortable positions that they have not been. Okay, and for that you need balls. For that you need bravery. And for that you need confidence. And I'm coming back again. Confidence. Confidence. So many courses about how to gain confidence. And there are so many confident people who would lead that course and who would change so many individuals, okay, and give them that vibe and the feel of confidence. But confidence is coming from inside, okay? It shines through you. I am sure that you see me being confident. And I can tell you this, I am confident in myself. And I am confident in one thing, that even if I do not know something, I will figure this out. Okay. I will work this out. Okay. And I will do it as it's supposed to be, because I am a professional. I don't care about the problems on my way. Okay. I am going ahead, maybe with the small steps, but I am going there. Seriously. And that is how adult photography is. It is not easy. It is fucking complicated topic. You need to go and cross over yourself all the time to actually do something about it. To be fair, This Steve Jobs, I heard his one of the interviews, and he is right. He said that to do something in your life which is crazy and risky, you need to have a huge passion. Okay? When it doesn't make sense, okay? When it's not rational, but you're still pushing and going ahead because you feel it that you must. That who else if not you? That you are actually the only one. That you are actually changing here something, doing something differently. Doing it not only for yourself, but for everyone. Someone needs to be a leader. Someone needs to tell people what it is. Yesterday? No, actually on Saturday. I was letting my clients go, and I told the lady, that majority of people, and she asked me what kind of a doctor I am. Again, I said GP. They are so very much impressed, so many clients, when they hear that I have 4 higher degrees, that I speak 4 languages, right? They straight away, if I say I'm a photographer, people give a shit. Okay. The moment they hear that I work in the hospital, and that I am a doctor actually, and I have achieved a lot of stuff, and done a lot of stuff, then they start listening. So I saying this to her because they were on anniversary and they had this shoot. Very important thing. I said that I found my life goal to help even more people, not to prescribe any fucking drugs, okay, but to make them happy and stop being ill through intimacy, through sexuality, through connection with their partner, through love, through making love, through finding new kings and exploring this for your benefit. Okay, I believe in people getting old and not taking any drugs. I am devastated when I hear such information, like in America there are, I don't know, 70% of population on prescription drugs. Can you fucking imagine? Do you know that in general, if we will start this drug operation after this Hitler being terminated, whatever, the big business came up. It was related with medicine, okay? And it is a pharmacy business. This is the first business profitable. After that, there is the oil, okay? So the first business, pharmacy business, it did a lot of how to say, it did a lot of elimination. It removed all these natural remedy herbal stuff from the books, okay. It deleted a lot of information for doctors, okay, how to treat patients in a natural way, right. And it put the substitute, okay. Drugs were made on the basis of, you know how people are creating the pharmacies. Basically, they're making people ill so that they can treat them again and again. Okay, they're making them clients in more other ways than possible, through the surrounding, through the influence, through the food, through the water, through everything. Okay, through the air. We don't know this, right? But I believe in certain things. Okay, I believe that our factory, okay, it's very much complicated. There is so many reaction, million, billion reactions happening, every second, every minute, whatever, right? And it's a very clever machine, very clever machine, okay? So I believe if you are fearless and you are in the loving relationship, and you are in a confidence state where you're accepting yourself, okay, when you're loving yourself, when you're exploring and developing yourself as an individual, in all the bodies you are, you will not be dependent on any chemicals. Okay. And you know how quickly our body gets dependent to sugar, okay, to other stuff, alcohol, cigarettes, okay. There is so many things created to make our soul, body, and mind dependent on something, and sex is one of the dependencies, okay. So that is why I want to move away from porn and move away from sex and bring that intimacy back, that connection back, okay. That the base of everything, because people are lacking intimacy in their relationship, in every relationship, regardless, is this an intimacy and very personal thing you discuss with your children, or you discuss with your friends, or you discuss with your partner, okay, or you discuss. And being in this particular course, we are working with how to say, models, clients, anyone who can uh, be helpful for you to learn adult photography. Intimacy is the part of the journey. Intimacy is something what you need. Yes, to take a great photography, you need a camera. Yes, you need a light. Yes, you need to edit the pictures later. Yes, if you will change the background, it's going to be greater. Okay. But what this couple in my email was saying, that there was no intimacy, that the photographer did not connect the created the intimacy in the studio, that the photographer did not allow them to develop an intimacy in during their photo shoot. Okay. Because the photographer is just a camera person. It is not a creative personality, clearly. And to create intimacy takes time. And the time is one of the business parts. Yes? The biggest part, actually, what impact our life is time. If you spend certain time on this business and it takes long time, it's no business, it's a charity. That's how my partner was talking about me, saying that, Julia, you're not doing a business, you're doing a charity, you're helping too much people. This is, should be one in, one out, one in, one out, one in, one out. No, I'm taking time with every client, okay, and I'm kind of seeing those patients seeking help and coming to me. Recently, I shot the family couple, and they long time together. The shoot was shit. In long time together, they supposed to know each other so well that they could just give me a great performance of how much of the lovers they are. Okay, give me a material to shoot. Okay, and I said to them, I thought you are first year together. I didn't know they are such a long time together. They did not know. Okay, they did not know. They did not analyze themselves. They did not analyze each other. There is like years and years to go and do stuff with their intimacy. And if they will be coming every week to me, we would discover new things, because they were very basic. Yes, they feel feelings for each other. The passions goes there. Okay. But when I told them to slow down and actually understand that by the slow emotion you create that intimacy that I can actually capture. Don't rush straight away, make a pancake, they go straight away and going into like sex position and stuff. I say, I don't have time to take picture of your intimate moment. Sex is after. The first is the intimacy. You have not created anything yet for me to watch. So if I am not interested, so how enthusiastic you will be watching your shoot, okay? And they were listening to me. Like they don't know what is the intimacy, because they think intimacy is straight away sex. You know, when you put those dogs in a dog fight and you unleash them, they go straight away and create a fight. They do not go around each other sniffing and doing lots of stuff or stuff. They do not create that intimacy. They go straight away into the contact. That's kind of a shoot I had. Okay. And I can tell you this. There are so many people who needs the intimacy, and intimacy can be on the many levels. Seriously. You can be in a distance with the person, and you can create the intimacy. You can create that feeling. You can create that energy flow. Okay? You don't have to be close with each other and touch each other physically. That's what kind of an intimacy I'm talking about. When the person is away and you still maintain this, right? So I've spoke about a very important ingredient in every photo shoot, what erotic photographer or person who creates adult content and content nude, explicit, and making love scene must know and be aware of. And that's not the easiest thing to do, okay? That is why it took me so many lessons. And I've tried to come from this side, and I've tried to come from that side and explain to you from above, from all the angles, so that finally people will understand. And I would like to see some kind of an evidence, okay? How the hell you understand this intimacy? Can you project it through your body, through yourself, through your energy and flesh? That's what I would like to see. So probably that's going to be your homework, because I'm tired of talking about this. I need to see some action, okay? So that's the first assignment then, which will be posted and requested from you. The second thing what I want to talk about is budget clients, okay? That's going to be probably the most often request at the start you will get, okay? And every client for some reason will start from the budget, and then they will increase the budget. The reason why is that in general, around the world, there is no studio like mine, okay? I'm not saying I'm the only one, okay? But I'm saying that in general, majority of the studios doing a certain type of photo shoot in the certain way that public is aware of, okay? And when they calling me like this week, no, last week, someone called me and said, "Don't you think it's too much? You asking for a photo shoot?" Okay. And that's the normal question what the people will think, okay? Because even though they seeing images of penetration, erection, clitoris, vagina open, anus penetrate, all these kind of fantasies which no one will do, they still think that's too much, okay? No, seriously. And that's very interesting, because that's how you can select people who would like to work with you, okay? And people who are care about their budget, okay? Because the budget is this, and I happen to meet a lot of people, singles and couples like that, who has a budget, okay, and they want to shoot adult content, erotic photography, and even videos and stuff, but they have a limitation. The problem I have is that they want to spend money in my studio, but they want to have unlimited shoot for this budget, okay? And my job is to figure out how is this possible, okay? It's like asking, saying like, I have money to ride for an Uber, but I want to go on the Rolls Royce, okay? I want like that, and that's it. And so that's the biggest probably challenge, the biggest challenge that I've faced, Okay, and I have let go so many people with with certain requirements, and I have lifted certain people with their budget up. Okay, and explain you why they should upgrade to a normal package and have an unlimited shoot and have this all these kind of things done and added to that package instead of them doing this. Many of clients would basically need to come to the studio to understand and see the level of photography. One of the couple, I was driving to the studio and they're asking how many shoots I do per day. I looked at them and I say, you probably think that I do nothing in the studio. You know, I just sit, smoke a cigar, have a cocktail, take few pictures, and that's the photo shoot. After after the shoot, when I was sitting, they said, you must be tired. I said, I need 1 more minute or two, to stand up because I was naked, okay? And the reason why I was naked because this couple was professional sportsmen, okay? Both. They could go, oh my God, endless shoot, 1,000 shots, okay? Plus, I don't know, maybe 20 videos per session. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Crazy, crazy. But how would I miss a hot looking couple, sportsmen all their life? I mean, like, this is the rare opportunity. And seriously, bring a lot of outfits. I shot maybe 10, maybe even 12. I don't know. I lost the count. But we shot as I mean, they bring even more, okay? So there are a lot of outfits, there is a lot of sexual energy and attention going on, okay? There is a lot of intimacy already there. I don't need even to do anything or say anything. All I needed to do is to document, okay? As much as possible document, but document not just like the shooting, in one direction. When I shoot, I try to visualize and present them in a different angle. Shoot from there, 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 shoot, you know, so then they can have a different, even if you're standing in one position, right? You can go lower, you can go higher, okay? Your shot will represent the same portrait in a different way. Not necessarily every time is better, okay? There are recommended heights for the certain photography because if you change the heights, you can get into the distortion trap, okay? And the lens distortion very often phenomenon, okay? No matter which one lens you shoot, it will happen to you if you experiment and you will tilt the lens that much, okay? So the lenses, how to say, I use all these L class lenses, okay, which are top end, okay. I also use top end cameras, okay. Like I said, I'm shooting with Canon and I'm shooting with Sony, okay. And Sony, of course, shooting like a serious porn. I was just so laughing watching this thing, I'm like watching that and thinking, that scene I've seen somewhere, it's very similar like in the porn, movies. Okay. And I realizing at that moment that I'm recreating the porn movies. And of course I do not shoot everything, but my Canon shoots in a different way, When people are shooting porn, they don't use Canon. That I can tell you. Okay, they don't. They don't shoot with Canon. So if you want to be different in adult content, you can try shooting adult movies with Canon. Okay, there is Canon. There are Canon video cameras. My one is classic. It does both things. Okay, but there are film series which shoot with Canon and they look amazing. Okay, the Canon is more artistic. Do I need to tell you more about this? It's just more artistic. If you know how to use manual, okay, you will get more nicer shots. I love it, okay? But in terms of adult movies, I'm just in love in this porn feel thing now. Okay, I will get off this. Okay, so for me it was like very strange transition. I had this camera for such a long time. I just did not appreciate it. For me, it was too straightforward. Okay, if my Canon has this kind of different sensors for light. Okay, and the focus is very easy maneuverable, so you can play with the focus a lot during that shoot, and it will change the content immensely, right? And I am still in the way of developing everything, okay, on the video mode. I mean, I am good at this already, but to be the best, oh my god, everything will be rocking, right? But what I'm saying is to you, the budget clients, yeah, let me go back to this. Budget clients want to limit you, okay? Want to limit you. And I don't like to be limited. So they come to shoot unlimited shoot, okay? But they have a limited budget. So how is that possible? Okay? My art and my creation is for a certain type of clientele who can afford unlimited session, okay? Who can afford to pay, okay? Because only then you can let yourself go, be free, don't look at the time, don't look at how much of this and that, do you need this outfit or no? You just can do everything what you want. And for me, it's, the best option. The best option. I can tell you this. I love it, when it's like that. But that life is not perfect, and you need to be a celebrity, okay, very much established, okay. So I am on the top, okay, and I am getting paid for what I do, but the appetite is growing for me because I am shooting more and more complicated things, and I want to get paid more and more. And the budget clients want something simple, okay, simple. And that's where I think our paths are not crossing, and that's why I am preparing new photographers for budget clients. You can start from them, you can take them, okay? Because I want to decline all of their offers, okay? The reason why is not a photography. The reason why I want to decline is because of the post production process. I am fine shooting and creating for any amount, okay, being offered for any, I don't care, erotic, explicit, classic, kinky, dirty. I don't really care what I'm shooting. I just loving what I do, and that's why I do not have limits in there. The limits I have in my time. You see, post production takes most of my time. The reason probably why I'm successful at this business is because I'm doing everything by myself. Okay. I did not get into the point when I given away this post-production part and trust someone. Because if you're shooting sexy content, it is very easy to sell it, to the third parties and make money. Okay. And believe it or not, overseas, somewhere like in Pakistan or in India, they will figure it out. Okay. They will figure it out how to use it and abuse it. Okay. And that is my problem. So if I would be able to sort it out, the editing process, because to edit 1,000 images, even look through, takes the whole of my day. And that is another successful shoot I can have, okay? So when you will be doing the business, you will realize for yourself what takes the most time from you and what you need to replace. And this is screaming blue murder that Julia, you need to find editor retouchers and add them to your team. The problem is that they need to come to my studio. I need to take all the phones from them, everything that they would not be able to copy, record, transfer, and even then, cut off them from internet. So they would not able to, how to say, save or send the files. I mean, you understand of the protection levels I care about my clients. Okay. I told you that the post production is a very tricky thing. And at the start, I would recommend anyone to invest into a serious, flash drives, hard drives, which are storage drives, okay, which are fast, okay, and reliable. Because you want it or not, you will get this lesson that you will lose a lot of content or some of the content. It happened to me. No matter how I was careful, no matter how many of copies I I made, okay, I lost a lot of erotic shoots. And it was so silly. It was so silly, I had this on the COVID. I bought a cat, a kitten, to do something. And I was sitting on my table and I was editing. And the drive was standing on the table. There was no way it can fall down and anything. I'm very paranoid about this, securing my archives and looking after. And I can tell you it happened to me. She jumped and she dropped this hard drive. And there was 4 terabytes of erotic, nude, explicit photography in there. Okay? And that's it. Fucked up situation. It's not like fucked up. I keep having this. I've tried to restore it. I took to one place, they couldn't do it. I mean, like, I've already, tried. I still hope that one day maybe I will be able, because in the reality, to restore this, you need to find the places, but it will take, 1,500, 1,000 and something to actually do something. And they do not give you guarantees. You understand? That's how important you should be with your erotic files. So I was having more than 1 4 drives and I was making copy of the copy. But when you're having more and more shoots, you're already fed up and, how to say, tired of doing these copies. And that moment when you stop, then the things will happen to you. Okay. So I am using very good SanDisk. Amazing. It's made in a different way. Okay. I'm using lacy, but all they did is put the rubber on top. Okay. They're a bit faster. Okay. And my Mac is new. So it has a different connection. I can show you the connection it has. Okay. But that's the newest connection. So everything adds up, and you need to know when you're making erotic photography, not only you need to know your gadgets, not only you need to know how to shoot it and how to maneuver it, okay? You also need to know how to act fast, because I can tell you erotic photo shoot is something what is can change, anytime, unplanned. You need to swap from one to the other. You need to try this, or maybe shoot that, or maybe add this. Okay. And if you are not feeling confident as a pro in the studio, it's going to be challenging and nerve-wracking. Okay. And you will be nervous. Okay. Starting the shoot, you will be nervous. So I can tell you why you need to start from yourself. Okay, first, if you're creating erotic photography, you need to understand how you feel about your body. Okay, what you don't like about your body, why you don't like certain pictures and the other pictures, and then you will figure it out what is happening in the other person's head when he sees this content. Okay, how it sees it. Of course, when you take images with the iPhone and when you take images with the quality camera, Canon or whatever you use, I use Canon, right? There is a very big difference. Huge, huge difference, especially when you know how to do it. Okay. So to become a successful photographer, you need to be using your camera, okay, on a daily basis. Later, you need to be using your head, okay? But to start with, you need to be using camera on the phone first, to understand and realize what are the boundaries, what kind of a thing you are. Basically, you need to photograph all your body in all the positions you can. And it's not like a challenge to photograph your body, it's going to be a challenge to push yourself to do so. But the biggest challenge is knowing your body and understanding how you are to make those pictures look amazing. Starting from yourself, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because people like you will come to your business and to knock on your door who has no confidence about themselves, who do not like parts of their body, who do not understand what to do, okay? Do not like their vagina, do not like the boobs, do not like this, do not like that about themselves. And your job as an erotic photographer, not to take a technically correct image, but sort these problems with your artwork. And that's where I want to lead when I'm talking about why you need erotic photography in your life. You know, these ladies who invest so much time in their beauty, who think that they pump their face, or they put their boobs on, put their asses on, or whatever they do with themselves, okay? They think that they will make it in their life, okay? So the first thing what I want to go back is at the beginning of the video is that it is a clear disconnection, okay, with their sexuality. Because they think that if they would do those improvements, the sexuality will go and intimate connections will go through the roof. Yes, they will attract certain people, okay, and yes, the certain things, certain manipulations add a lot of confidence. I must admit, okay, that is why the correcting surgery is important, okay, in many cases is important. Imagine you losing part of who you are, you losing, you have a breast cancer, you're losing a cancer. Yes, you need a breast implant, okay, it will help to solve the problem, okay. It definitely will, okay. And there are a lot of things, it just significantly after the pregnancy, the body changes, after an illness, okay, after a separation, after a breakup, after a death, okay, people going constantly through certain life experiences, okay. And those experiences, even if they do not go through those experiences, they create certain life situations to go through certain experiences, okay. And so they change. They change, and then they think that they would need something else to enhance this and stuff. It's like, now women understand that all these creams do not work, okay, because the beauty, the health has to come from inside of you, okay. It is important what you eat, and it is important how to rest, it is important what to drink, and it is important who you love, okay. Because if you love, you have those hormones, you have that stimulation, your body analysis and your body lab is working fine. So I'm coming back to forgotten, okay, information that erotic photography is not only to create porn, okay, it is not only to get a dopamine hit, okay, when you make an erotic photography and then you post somewhere else and then you feel, oh, I'm so sexy about yourself. This, all these things work, it brings people's confidence up, okay. But erotic photography fix a lot of things, okay, fix a lot of things and bring that understanding about their sexuality, about their reality, okay, and bring a lot of things about surroundings. And they actually be able to figure it out and understand what they need for themselves and what they need to change. Okay? So if you will hit a certain time in your life when you will think, oh, I am missing something in my life and I need a self development, like the most important things are meditation, right? Or going into some kind of different courses, I don't know, dancing or boxing or whatever, to understand who you are, to feel your body again, to create, certain hormones in your body, right? To stimulate yourself in all the ways, right? Erotic and nude photography is one of the way to do it, but no one somehow discovered it yet. Okay, no one discovered it yet, but despite all of that, 80% of content online is porn, and there is a nude photography, and there is erotica, and there is a stimulation, and everything. It's just ridiculous how I think about this. Okay, so my goal is to bring everyone closer to art and to themselves. Okay, because with art we can heal. With art we understand many things. That's why we have art in our life. Okay, and making art with your body, okay, in general, is one of the things that you can do. You can do it for yourself or you can do it for someone else. Okay, that's art. I don't want to call it in any other way. Okay, because if you think what I do, it's in a way really, how to say, tricky, really dirty. Not everyone can go there with their art. Okay, people will be disgusted in many ways. Okay, some people will think that this is too much. Okay, but that's how the art should be. It should be risky and it should be crossing boundaries and it should be shocking people. And by that, it makes them feel something, makes them understand something about themselves, about the other people, right? So the art doesn't have to be beautiful all the time. I shot one couple, perfect couple, recently. And I remember the moment when in the studio, very often I'm showing what kind of the lighting I create. And I come with the camera and I show them the lighting, the image, how it happened. And in this lighting, in this image, the lady noticed one thing is some wrinkles or cellulite or something, what is inevitable. Okay, it's there in your body. You need to accept it. This is the part of you, what you have. Okay, and that's okay. Okay, you cannot jump out of this cellulite, you cannot cut it off. Okay, or if you have, how to say, even a flat stomach, you will sit down, you will still have those wrinkles. Okay, it doesn't mean that you are fat. Okay, and people are going crazy about such thing, and I'm thinking, fuck. She didn't look at the whole picture. She didn't look how everything is there. You know what she looked at? For example, but this mark, this mark. That's how she's seen the picture. So she didn't see the whole information. And that's when you know that people are ill. Okay, people are ill, absolutely, and need your help. Okay, by the way they recognize themselves, by the way critical they are to themselves. Okay, and by the way they're living and leading their life. Okay, imagine if you're so obsessed about that wrinkle and the whole body is beautiful and everything is perfect and your partner is perfect, and what you're worried about is that one wrinkle. How ridiculous is that? Okay, how crazy is that? How you even can see this in such a small screen? It just scares me what kind of the people and what kind of the conditions they're going through, how they are tough on themselves and how much they want to be perfect. Perfect for who? And I know that we need to raise our game, that we need to grow, that we need to evolve, okay, in our lives, in our journeys, in our passion, right? But I meet a lot of clients who are patients, okay? And erotic photography probably going to that point where you meet majority of patients, okay, who pretending to be your clients and who want your help indirectly, okay, want you to show them the truth, want you to lead them to a new life, want you to give them a new opportunity or a new way out, okay. And so it is very easy when you have clients who can pay, okay. But when you come back to those budget clients, you will understand that the time and your time is more important. And then you can do much more and more benefit with your time than serving budget clients. Because what will happen is that you are going to limit yourself on every step. And the art should be created freely. So this is your call. If you decide to dedicate your time and help someone, which I do recommend, okay, then that's fine, but then don't be sorry about it. Then you get that experience and understand that this is your client and you needed to go through with that person, through that problem and through that situation and through this project, okay? And that client cannot afford, don't want to invest, okay, don't want to do anything else, and that's your decision, okay. Certain people are okay on the budget and certain you would not like, okay. And then again I go back to that idea of the passion. And then if you would see a lot of people who you do not want to serve, okay, there will be only down to your passion, are you able to continue this or not, okay. So, art, erotic photography, what is important for photographer? It is important to choose your toys, yeah, your tools. This is crucial, right? But you know what? Don't be worried about this at this stage because you are not a photographer yet, you are not experienced yet. And you might upgrade and you might change your mind and something, okay? I went full in, okay? I knew that I'm going to become who I am now, and I, of course, bought a good camera then and best lights and everything, okay? But I do not recommend anyone to do so because it's very risky, it's nerve-wracking, it's a big investment, okay? You need straight away to have 10,000. Seriously, to have a decent setup, you need to invest 10,000 pounds to start a studio so that it will look somehow as a studio. Okay? I do not recommend anyone this way. I would recommend to figure it out, all of the things, including to learn this photography stuff, and you can go with the basic options. And when you're getting better and better with all your options and with better with photography, then you will understand what are important for you, what you are doing, and what kind of the camera and lights and other tools, accessories you need. Okay, what happened with me is I thought the more I will have, the better a photographer become. That's not fucking true. Okay, that's not fucking true. Your client do not care what kind of camera you're using. They do not care what kind of lights you're using. The only thing that they care about is how confident you are and how much you can connect with them and what they can do with you during the photo shoot. And for that, you need to know the clients and you need to know that human factor. What is important during nude, erotic, explicit photography? I hope that's a clear lesson. Thank you so much. Love you. Kiss you, mean it.